Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you guys hear me? I'll answer why I asked that question in a second. But first, let me know if you can hear me. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you guys hear? Can you hear me well? Everything good? Audio's good? I'll just checking to see if you guys can hear me well right now. Let me know in the chat if you can hear my vocals right now. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna tell you why I asked that question. I set up for the stream the entire time and did not have my mic hooked up. So the second I started talking, I realized, oh crap, it's not plugged in. I plugged it in. Anyway, all's well. We're gonna be talking about Monday Night Raw and NXT, okay? Not everything that happened on those shows. Only things that interest me, okay? There's some stuff that happened that was pretty predictable, like Seth beating Finn, stuff like that. That's all fine and good, good match. But I'll be talking about things that I did not see coming, things that were interesting, story beats, compelling stuff, and whatever you guys want me to talk about. So if there's something I don't address, you can let me know in the chat. I'll talk about it. We'll be talking about Monday Night Raw and NXT. Do me a favor, like the video. Jerry, I heard you having some anxiety. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully this stream will help you a little bit. But yeah, stay strong, everything be fine. Listen to me. Listen to my bullshit, and hopefully all be fine. But hope all is well, Jerry. NXT was 10 out of 10. For the part that I cared about, yes. There was some stuff I don't really care for. Like I didn't really care for Chase, Andrew Chase against Eddie Thorpe. What's going on with Sean Spears? Am I that interested? Am I that compelled by that? Not really. But besides that, it was all cool. Let's start by talking about the opening of Monday Night Raw, which wasn't a yeet fest, thankfully. Thank the heavens. Thank the booking gods. We didn't get a 10-minute yeet session. Got Sami Zayn. So Sami Zayn showed up from Raw, or on Raw, to talk about Kevin Owens. Because if you don't know, Kevin Owens gave him a package pile driver. And, you know, obviously Sami didn't take that too well. Okay, he didn't enjoy that experience. So he came to address Kevin Owens about that and, you know, basically challenge him to a match at Elimination Chamber. Now, Adam Pearce was not trying to have that. He wasn't trying to let that match happen because, you know, Sami Zayn has not been cleared and he's worried about Sami Zayn's health. Well, Sami Zayn was like, well, you should worry about Kevin Owens' health because whatever he can do to me, I can do to him. Okay, so give me the match. Crowd wanted the match. Yada, yada, yada. Give me the match. Basically what happened, Adam Pearce folded like a cheap tent, like he always does. Said, know what, Sami Zayn, it'll be, not only will it be a match, so he cared about Sami Zayn, but then he gave it like the worst. Well, I guess because it's unsanctioned, that means, okay, it's unsanctioned. We're not a part of it. I guess it makes sense. He's basically saying, our hands are out of it. We wipe our hands of it. You want to put your career at risk here? You want to take on Kevin Owens at the Chamber? Fine. It's unsanctioned. We can't do anything about it. We won't stop anything. It's your funeral, basically, right? It's your funeral. But we're getting at the Chamber a Canadian versus a Canadian in Canada. That makes sense, right? Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, unsanctioned. Now, first I was thinking, who was going to win this match? But now I think it's pretty clear. Well, not pretty clear. That's a lie. I think Kevin Owens has to win. The man lost 3 straight matches to Cody. Sami Zayn is not cleared yet. So you have a war, you have a battle. You know, Kevin Owens wins the match at the Chamber, and then maybe Randy Orton comes to save Sami. People been saying they want to see Kevin Owens against Randy Orton. Well, you have this match at the Chamber. KO wins, tries to finish him, right? He tried to end his career with maybe another package pile driver. And that's when good old Randy comes out to get his revenge, and he attacks Kevin Owens, setting up Randy KO at Mania. That might be wishful thinking, but I'm hoping Randy Orton comes back to give us that match and kind of wrap up that storyline because we've been dealing with the whole Kevin Owens Randy thing that happened back in the day. Back in the day, I want to say like what, 3 months ago? I don't know how long ago that was, but we were all hoping that Randy would come back to face Kevin Owens. Well, this is the perfect time to do it. Yeah, Sami Zayn lose, gets attacked by Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens tries to take it a little too far. Randy shows up in Canada. Bada bing, bada boom. Randy KO at Mania 41. Does that make sense? Sami, Adam Pearce would slap. In a match, sure. KO wins and Randy attacks him after the match. Yep. That's my thinking. Canada is when they like to bring people back, because apparently you can sneak people into Canada for surprises, I guess. I would love for Randy Orton to show up in Canada, confront KO. But I think KO has to win. Sorry, Sami, but KO been taking too many losses. Even if you're setting up Kevin Owens against Randy Orton, can't have him losing to more. Can't have him losing that match, okay? I don't care. Sorry, Sami, you gotta lose. At least that's my opinion. I think Sami got taken out. But I like this segment. And again, I like that we didn't get the whole eating ceremony that they do every damn Raw these days. So no yeet. Got Sami cutting a solid promo. Adam Pearce setting up a match. Unsanctioned. So now, when you think about it, we think about the Chamber. We have 3 matches that are actual storyline matches. The 2 Chamber matches. And then this match. Then you also have that, let's be honest, folks, that tag match between Tiffany, Trish, Candice LeRae, and Nia Jax. That's just to get Trish on the show. In Canada, Trish wants to wrestle on the show. You had Trish come out there and help Tiffany for reasons unknown. And now you have Trish, Tiffany against Nia, Candice LeRae. I love her for Candice. I love that for Candice. I mean, she's on a PLE. That's great for her. Like, ever since they got rid of Indy Hartwell and paired her with Nia Jax, she's been given more TV time. Now she gets a damn PLE with Nia Jax against Trish Stratus and a WWE Women's Champion. So Candice is living pretty right now. Happy for her. But let's be honest, that tag match is a nothing tag match just to get Trish on the show. It'll be fun. Tiffy and Trishy, that's a fun matchup. We'll see how that goes. We'll see their dynamic on SmackDown. I'm sure they'll probably have a segment this Friday. It'll be a fun match, I'm sure. But that match is a nothing match. I'm happy to see it, though. So we got Women's Chamber, the Men's Chamber, Trish, Tiffany, and Nia, Candice. And you have a unsanctioned barn burner between Sami and Kevin Owens. I'm not complaining. 4 matches seems like a solid show. Will they add another one? I'm not convinced. I think those Chamber matches could be like 40 minutes each a pop. So I'm not convinced we're getting another match, to be completely honest with you. The 4 matches seem solid. They're fun. That unsanctioned match can clearly go like 25, 30 minutes. I mean, who knows how long that match goes. Yeah, so those are 4 matches. I'm not complaining yet. Candice wrestling in the Chamber back to back. Love to see it. Hi, Dave. I said hi, David. Hey, Maya, what's up? We might still get Braun versus AJ at the Chamber. Well, I guess the Chamber is the... Yeah, that's true. That's true. The Chamber is the first. There's another Raw. They can set up another match. Yeah, we can get AJ against Braun. Then again, we could have got Rhea versus Io on that show, and they chose not to. So if they didn't want to put Rhea Io on that show because they wanted to bolster Raw, why not put AJ versus Braun on that Raw as well to make it a big Raw? Raw after Chamber. You know how Triple H loves to make the shows after the big show? It's the big show, not him. But I'm talking about the PLEs. He likes to really stack the Raw after the PLE. So we could get AJ and Braun and Rhea Io on that Raw, potentially. But yeah, they could set it up. There's still time. You can have another match on there for sure. Who knows? So that's that. I mean, we can look forward to a good match on that show. I like the opening of Raw. That was interesting. That was compelling. Let's see. Will Rhea be done with Io after she beats her clean, and moves to the brand new challenger? We'll talk about that here in a second. When we get to the tag match, we'll talk about the tag match. I was shocked that Dakota Kai beat Ivy. Well, I'm glad you brought it up. That is the next topic, literally. That is the next topic. Dakota Kai showed up on Raw. She messed around and she beat Ivy Now. Now, I was surprised by this. They were setting up Ivy Now to be a challenger to Lyra Valkyria. So I was very much taken aback when she beat her. They had a segment before the show. Ivy Now, talking her mess. Dakota Kai stepping up to the plate here. Typical stuff. Lyra Valkyria looked great. She's out there with the title to watch the match. This is a solid match. Here she's taunting Dakota Kai. Now, there was a crazy spot in this match where Dakota Kai stomped Ivy Now head into the ground, like for real, like literally. He spiked her. The ref was concerned. The ref was fearful for Ivy Now when that happened. I think I maybe have a still shot of that. Where's that at? Where's that at? No, not that. Here it is. She spiked her into the ground. It was crazy. Like, damn, Dakota. That was a crazy spot. Ivy Now came out on Twitter and said she's fine because people were concerned about her safety because she really was spiked. I was like, what? Go back and watch that. Go back and watch that spot if you missed it. She got spiked into the ground for real. But Dakota Kai won. Dakota Kai looks good in the ring, by the way. She hit her moves, everything connected. This is the finisher here. Looked great. And she won. And we're getting Dakota Kai against Lyra Valkyria again. Almost like how we kept getting rematches on SmackDown with Michin. Michin keep losing and getting rematches. Now we're getting another rematch here. I'm like, why did you set up Ivy Now? Like, what's going on here? This was a curveball. I've never seen them legitimately set up a challenger and then swerve nope, she's gonna lose. And now it's Dakota Kai again. Let's talk Dakota. Dakota Kai, I think, needs to turn heel if she wants to have a long-term reign. Now, some people say, what are you talking about, Will? She can be a face, yada, yada, yada. This is the same discussion that happened with Liv Morgan for years. I have the receipts online. I have the receipts on Twitter. I tweeted time and time again, hey, Liv Morgan fans, I know you love Liv Morgan as a face. You have a prosperous reign, a prosperous main roster run, okay? Something worth a damn. She needs to turn heel, okay? Why? Well, Liv Morgan has a certain stature, a certain size, a certain believability, and in Triple H's mind, it works better for the heel run, okay? When you're booking a face, you have to have certain attributes you need to have, in my opinion, if you want to have a legitimate long face run. You got to be able to fight from underneath. You got to be able to be believable on your comebacks. You need to be able to defy the odds, right? Someone like Liv Morgan, especially with her look and that wide smile she has, it just leans towards freaking heel. And I was right. I was proven to be right. She turned heel. This is her best run ever. This is the best run she's ever had as a pro wrestler the last year, right? The same is for Dakota Kai. Not only is she a natural heel, not only has she done her best work, it just makes so much sense for her offense, her style. Heel run is her best chance to be champion. Now you could say, well, she was a heel before and she wasn't a champion. Well, there was never a mid-card belt, right? Now there's a mid-card belt. There's an opportunity here. I just do not believe that babyface Dakota Kai will have a legitimate run on the main roster as a champion. Heel Dakota Kai, where she has her best work, I think that character, with her, with everything she brings to the table, I think Triple H will push her as a heel, as a champion, similar to Liv Morgan in that sense. Okay, I'm not saying Liv Morgan and Dakota Kai are the same. What I'm saying is they're the same in the sense that heel run and championship will go together more easier more easier for them than a babyface run. That makes sense? Or am I bullshitting? The IWC is weird for real. Happy birthday, Mayu Watani. Good for Mayu. Oh yeah, Ivy could get involved. Oh, you're saying triple threat match. Triple threat match. Possible, sure. I feel like a lot of fans online, a lot of IWC folks are fantasy booking triple threat matches these days. Ever since that whole Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Seth Rollins thing, I'm getting, EO, Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley. Now you want Dakota Kai, Ivy Now, and Dakota Kai. Well, what's going on here, folks? Like, what's going on? Stop fantasy booking triple threats. It's getting out of hand here. Maybe, just maybe, it'll be one-on-one. It'll stay that way. Yeah, but I'm talking about Dakota Kai here. Do you agree with me? Do you think Dakota Kai should be a heel if you want a long-term reign? Now, if she's not going to win a championship, then keep her as a face for now. But what I'm saying is, you want her to have a legitimate run. If you're a fan of hers, if you're a stan, and you want a legitimate Dakota Kai run, what I'm saying is, she has a better chance under Triple H to have a longer run as a single champion as a heel rather than a face, okay? I'm not a big believer that Dakota Kai will hold a belt after NXT people can't come up, to be honest. I see. After NXT people come up. Well, it'll be harder, sure. The Roxanne and Perez's of the world and the Sol Rukas and the Fallon Henleys and the JC Janes come up. It'll be harder for sure. Regardless, though, whether they come up or not, heel run is her best chance. Triple H doesn't have the best record of booking women's heel champions recently. Well, I'm talking more of like if you're enjoying it creatively, sure. You can say you can talk about whether it's good or bad, that's subjective. But I'm talking about Dakota Kai in general. In the Bianca Belair Rhea Ripley build, they better mention the fact that Rhea Ripley ducked Bianca after she won the 2023. They won't bring that up. I guarantee you. Whenever that match happens, whenever that build happens, they're not bringing that up. The IWC wants a WrestleMania full of multi-person matches. They sure do. They sure do. Bro, So Ruka is so good. Yeah, she is. It's funny what's happening with her right now. They have her because of the presence of Stephanie Vaquer, because of the presence of Julia. They have to dial it back with her. So now she's in a tag team similar to Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair is in a tag team because they have plans for Rhea, Liv, Tiffany, Nia Jax. That was kind of laid out. Charlotte Flair now. So you need Bianca Belair somewhere else, right? That's what's happening with Sol Ruka. She's somewhere else. That is the tag team division. Let's see. So yeah, that's the situation with Dakota Kai. I think she's gonna lose. I know why I keep going to this. Let me just pull up I'll keep it on this. But I think she's gonna lose, and then I would turn her heel because once she loses again, it could be a slow burn. If she loses, and EO loses, maybe they can go both be upset together. I don't know. I'm playing, but I think ultimately, at the end of the day, a heel run would be her best chance. She may not win a championship ever, regardless, but her best chance would be as a heel. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's move on. What's next? Enough about Dakota Kai. I'm not sure how I feel about her theme. I miss the dun 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 dun. It's not that anymore. They changed her theme. We'll see how it grows on me, but right now, if you're on her theme, we'll see what happens. It's just a theme. What we talking about next? From there, let's go ahead and talk about Gunther. Okay, so Gunther opened up Monday Night Raw. But I love the swerve here, okay? They've been having Jey Uso come down the concourse and come down the stairs and eating. So this time they had Gunther do it. This is like top tier stuff. I love Gunther, or Gunther, however you want to say it, in this role, trolling like hell. I want to feel the yeets. I want to experience it. Come on, yeet with me. Yeet is great. I love this guy as a heel. Fortunately for him, he's going to lose. He's going to lose at WrestleMania to the Yeet Man, okay? But Gunther is doing a good job here. Funny. Told that kid to get out the way. You heard that? He's walking down the stairs, like, kid, move out the way before something bad happens. Great. It was great. Gunther is hilarious. Goes down to the ring. Basically says what we all believe. Like, dude's not on my level. Jay, you're not on my level. I don't want to wrestle you. This is stupid. I tried to beat your ass to get you not to wrestle me, but you picked me anyway. So I guess I gotta beat your ass again. Great. I loved. This is the best Yeet segment of the year. Better than all of Jey Uso's Yeet moments. This Yeet segment was the best. Okay, come down to intimidate Michael Cole and Paul McAfee. I say Paul. I combine Paul Levesque and Pat McAfee. He intimidates Pat McAfee, and then Jay comes down there. I actually like what they're doing with this so far. This build has been solid, okay? But mostly because of Gunther. Gunther's interrupting the Yeet stuff and this stuff he did last time on Raw. This is all great. I'm liking what Gunther's doing here. And they're doing a lot of work here creatively. The brawls, the intention it's giving. It feels like a Mania build. Like, it's really starting to feel like that. So kudos, creative team. Keep it up. Let Gunther be funny. Let Gunther be a troll. Keep that up. Solid stuff. I can't complain too much about this stuff. I like what they're doing with Gunther. Jey Uso wins the belt 2 months into the reign. IWC will turn on him. Oh, they'll turn on him. If those matches are trash, first of all, the IWC already doesn't like it anyway. Like, it's like half and half. But once those matches start being trash, oh boy. God forbid they have another stinker at Mania, like last year with Jay against Jimmy, that stinker. It's going to get rough for good old Jay. But the fans will be with him. The fans are yeeting all day long. I mean, the fans are doing this all day. So long as they keep yeeting, he'll be fine. But the IWC, they won't love it. Just me, Oos. Yeah, Gunther is carrying the feud. I agree. He's great. I want to feel what the Yeet is all about. Hilarious. He's great. Gunther's great, man. I love it. I love what he's doing. There's so much WWE content right now. Keenan, between Monday Night Raw, NXT, now you got Evolve coming out, which I'll be watching, of course. Then you got even like with WWE talent on TNA. Like this upcoming TNA will be in Florida at Full Sail. Gonna have Obafemi there. You're gonna have other talent from NXT there because it's in Orlando. I mean, it's gonna be like you have NXT on TNA, and then you have SmackDown, and of course you got the Let's Fucking Go, aka Legends and Future Greats, which I haven't watched yet. I don't want to watch them all at once, to be honest with you. Even that, like, there's so much freaking WWE content to watch, which is why I'm struggling to watch AEW these days. But anyway, let's move on from Gunther to what's happening with the Judgment Day and how that ties into Bianca and Naomi. I like what Finn is doing here. I love the Judgment Day segments because I like character interaction. That's what I like, okay? Michael Cole is right. Becky is right. Pro wrestling is a storytelling business. So I like when the characters are interacting. I like the dynamic. I like when the characters have agency and affect the storyline, right? I like what Finn is doing. Finn has been butting heads with Dom the entire time. They've been butting heads the entire time. You got Liv Morgan trying to get in the middle here. She hates Finn. Well, not hate, but she dislikes Finn. They keep going back and forth. It's all a bunch of subtle shots, all passive aggressiveness, right? It's like, he talks to Raquel like, hey, Raquel, it'd be very embarrassing if you lost to somebody like Roxanne Perez. First of all, that's a shot at Roxanne. Jeez. It'd be very embarrassing if you lost to somebody like Roxanne Perez. Like, damn, Finn, like, respect the 2-time NXT champion. All right. This is all really fun stuff. I like character interaction. I like character development. I like that kind of stuff. So more of this is great. So some people feel sorry for Finn because Finn always loses the big one. But Finn is in a good spot because Finn gets TV time. Finn gets character moments. Finn gets to interact with the other characters on the show. Like I always say, it's all about TV time and what are you doing, okay? Not always about wins and losses. It's about TV time, promo time. He has it. He's in an interesting storyline here. What's going to happen with the Judgment Day? Are they going to add another member? Like, what's going to happen with Finn? Is Finn going to be pissed? Is Finn going to fight the new member? Like, that's all interesting stuff. So, as long as you're on TV, you have TV time, you have character moments, you're good. Even if you're losing, you're good. Now, if you're losing and you're in catering, then that's a problem, right? If Finn was not on TV, like, that'd be a problem. But he's getting main event spots. He's losing them. But again, he's a part of the greater story that is the Judgment Day. So he's fine for now, okay? It's not all about advancing by wins. As long as you have TV time, you're good. I like this stuff with Liv and Finn and Dom. I love this stuff every week. I want to see where it's going. It's all great, right? Now, Liv Morgan had a talk with Kathy Kelly earlier in the show about her involvement with the Jade Cargill attack. Like, I didn't attack that girl. Like, what you're saying is pretty reckless. Did you see me attacking Jade Cargill in that video? No, I was just walking. And she's right, by the way. She's completely right. Just walking back in the parking lot. They didn't do nothing wrong. Just walking back there. There's no evidence of anything, right? But then she says, but if I did attack Jade, would I feel sorry about it? Nah. Now, this is all within character. More character work, more character moments here. I like this stuff, right? She's right, though, right? If Liv Morgan and Raquel attack Jade Cargill, they'd be shouting it from the rooftops, okay? They've done it before. There was that one, I forgot what episode that was or why they did it, but there's that one episode when Liv and Raquel attacked Bianca and Jade backstage. So Bianca and Jade were on the ground. Oh, it was during the Naomi's title match? I think it was during Naomi's title match when they needed help, or she needed help, and Bianca and Jade were taken out backstage on the ground. They're laid out on the ground, and Liv Morgan and Raquel were standing there laughing, right? And then Bayley came out there to help Naomi, right? So yeah, we've seen this before. We've seen them attack Jade Cargill. They got no problem doing it. They had no problem admitting when they did something like that, right? Of course we know they didn't do it because it's like common sense storytelling. But it's a good segment here. Then they went out and they had the match with, well, not they, but Liv Morgan accompanied Raquel to the ring. And Raquel faced someone like Roxanne Perez, right? The woman that you couldn't lose to or be embarrassing, according to Finn Balor, right? This is a good, solid match, fun stuff. Raquel was dominating the match, really. But Roxanne turned the tides. Roxanne used her athleticism or quickness. It was a good back and forth, I thought. Raquel was in trouble, though, and Liv Morgan tried to insert herself into the match. And that is when Bianca Belair music hit. Crowd popped big for Bianca Belair. Came out there with their damn Bring It On inspired gear that some fan made for them online. They attacked Liv Morgan, distracted Raquel, and that gave Roxanne Perez the chance to hit the pop rocks. So basically what we said was going to happen, interference, and then Roxanne pins her. That's what happened, right? They tried to deliver a double KOD to Liv Morgan, but Raquel was able to pull her out. And Bianca Belair and Naomi are happy with themselves because they attacked Liv Morgan, the supposed culprit that attacked Jade Cargill, but we know better. So it's funny here. One of these two know damn well Liv didn't do it, right? And Raquel didn't do it. And they had no shame by attacking them and pretending like they thought they did it, right? Which is hilarious. I said before, I'll say it again. It makes no sense that Bianca did it. It makes even less sense that they did it together. The only thing that makes sense is that Naomi did it by herself. Now, I'm not saying that's what happened because I'm not in the writing room. The writers are allowed to make stupid shit. They're allowed to make stupid calls and make stupid writing decisions. So I'm not there. What I'm saying is, it would make sense for Naomi to do it by herself. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm speaking to what made sense. The writers are free to be dumb. So that led to another segment backstage They're walking backstage, happy with themselves. And then we got the news that this match is happening. Who's right? I was, okay? If you don't know, last couple streams I said, I think this tag match is happening the Raw before the Chamber, and I was correct, okay? I'm always correct. I'm kidding, I'm not. I'm wrong a lot of times as well, right? I'm often wrong, especially under Triple H. Because Triple H can be kind of weird. Vince was kind of straightforward. Triple H is kind of weird to predict. But I was right here. I said before the Chamber, I believe we're probably going to get this match. Now, this is kind of important here. Why? Well, I have a hard time believing a tag team champion is winning the Chamber. Therefore, whoever wins this match is losing at the PLE. What is going to happen? Because honestly, I'm not sure. The reason why this match, in my opinion, would be happening, if I put on my storytelling cap, why would this be happening before the Chamber? Well, for a couple reasons. The winner cannot be thinking about the Chamber in a sense that the winner will be moving on to a different storyline that does not involve Rhea Ripley. You can't have a tag team champion win the Chamber and then have your hands in two different pots, okay? You can't have your hand in a Rhea Ripley pot, in a tag team pot, all right? The focus needs to be on Rhea Ripley. So this match had to happen now. Because if it happens later, well, let's say Liv Morgan wins the Chamber. They already have a tag team match set at some point. So then she had to face Bianca and Naomi for the tag team championships while building towards Rhea Ripley. That makes no sense. You want the focus to be on one build. So the match had to happen before the Chamber. You got to get out of the way. Because Liv Morgan and Raquel are the number one contenders. Folks, I have no clue what's happening here. I'm not entirely sure. I think this is the best time to take the belts off Bianca and Naomi. I believe going into the Chamber, there should be no friends. I think that's silly. I think all 6 members of the Chamber match should be on their own against the wall, okay? You don't want them to be any type of, you don't want any type of tag team action, any type of friendships, which is why Raquel is not in there. Raquel, who was in it last year, is not in it this year because she is helping Liv Morgan here. She's Liv Morgan's friend, her protector, her helper. So you separate her from the match. I believe it makes the most sense and it's the best storyline for Bianca and Naomi to walk into the Chamber not on the same page. And if that's the case, shit has to go down next week. Shit has to go down. One or two things need to happen. If they're going to lose the tag titles, option number 1, Jade Cargill shows up. Jade Cargill attacks her attacker or reveals who attacked her, is a distraction, and Liv Morgan and Raquel win the titles. And after the match, Raquel beats the shit out of somebody, or she attacks both of them for whatever reason. But whoever did it, which should be Naomi, is revealed, okay? And Bianca and Naomi go into the Chamber not on the same page. That's one option. Option number 2 is probably the better option. Why? Well, if the Jade Cargill shows up and attacks Bianca or Naomi, I think that will take the focus away from the Chamber. I think you want the confrontation and the friction and the issue between Bianca and Naomi needs to stay between those two. For the Chamber, I don't want any type of third party looming out there during the Chamber match, because I don't think Jade will be involved in the match per se. So I think the second option is a better one. Second option is Dom, whoever, NXT Anonymous, whoever shows up and has another video showing what actually happened to Jade Cargill. You show it during the damn match. Literally during the damn match, you show what happened to Jade. Bianca's like, what the hell? Like, no, this is impossible. Like, what? Naomi, explain yourself. Like, what happened here? That distraction, that confusion, maybe Naomi leaves the ring or abandons Bianca. Bianca loses the tag titles. Naomi leaves. And then you have Bianca pissed off at Naomi, right, for what she did and portraying her and fooling her and like attacking her friend Jade, right? Now it's like, okay, Naomi, you played me. I'm coming after you. I got a problem with you. We got issues, right? Then it's Bianca and Naomi going into the chamber with that friction without Jade being involved. That makes the most storytelling sense. Keep the focus on Bianca and Naomi alone during the chamber. Then after the chamber, Jade Cargill returns, right? But I think for the sake of the chamber, it should be Bianca and Naomi having a problem rather than Bianca and Naomi having a problem and Jade Cargill is looming out there waiting to make another attack or whatever, right? I think for the sake of the chamber, for the sake of the betrayal, it should probably just be a video evidence reveal without Jade returning. That way, just Bianca and Naomi for the chamber. Then after the chamber, you have Jade Cargill return. Oh, she could return after the damn chamber match that day. But I think for the sake of the chamber, it should just be Bianca and Naomi with the issue. That makes sense. Like if Bianca is gonna face Rhea, she ain't taking no pins. Yeah, I agree. If that's gonna happen, right? I guess I didn't really address that, did I? I didn't really address that. I said I think Bianca and Naomi should drop the belts. So that means no chamber win for Liv Morgan. So if that's no chamber win, that means somebody else got to win. Can't see Roxanne. Can't see Alexa Bliss. Won't be Naomi. That's for damn sure. It's Bianca or Bayley. Bayley's in a feud with Roxanne Perez. That leaves one woman. Her name rhymes with Bianca Belair. Here's the thing, folks. You know what the real sticking point is? You know what the real sticking point is for me, with me and Bianca winning this damn match? I have a hard time believing she's going to win that damn Mania match. That's one. So bye-bye Mania streak. And two, I have a hard time believing to go from Naomi and Jade friction to Rhea Ripley like that. It seemed too quick. Naomi, you betrayed me. We got a problem. Jade Cargill returns. They got to talk it out. And then, bye-bye, I'm going to focus on Rhea Ripley. It feels kind of weird, okay? That feels weird. And Bianca Belair's winning Mania streak ending feels weird. Now, maybe Triple H doesn't give a damn. Like maybe he doesn't care about the Mania streak at all. And that's that. But still, I don't think it makes sense. This doesn't track for me, which is why I'm struggling. But at the same time, I do believe it's time for them to drop the belts. I do believe heading into the chamber, there should be no tag team, no friends. So what should happen is they drop the belts. All right, go. Okay, I'm just gonna look at the chat because I'm not sure anymore. Let me look at the chat. I'm gonna go up and start going down because this is a topic that I don't know. I have no conviction in this at all, which is kind of exciting and kind of scary at the same time. So let's see. Naomi basically beat Liv up for no reason. Yeah, assuming she did it. Yeah, she did it. That's diabolical. Attacking somebody knowing damn well they didn't do it. That's very diabolical if you ask me. Do you think Jade shows up next week during the title match? It's possible. I wouldn't do it. It's an option, but I would not do that. I would have the focus be on them too. Bianca and Naomi having that confrontation. They have that beef heading into the chamber without Jade involved. And then Jade comes afterwards. The crowd were very pleased to hear Bianca's music. They were. Naomi was so relieved after Bianca thought Liv and Raquel attacked Jade. Yeah, she was. She did a damn good job looking guilty. She convinced me that she was guilty based on her reaction. I was impressed by how guilty she looked. I was impressed. I can see Jade costing Liv and Raquel next week. Jade costing Liv and Raquel. I mean, that's an option, but I just think it's time for them to drop those belts. If not next week, when? If not next week, when will Bianca and Naomi drop those belts? I swear, if they swerve us and have Bianca be the attacker, yeah, it'd be weird. It's possible. Again, I am open to bad writing. But it'd be very, very unfortunate. If they're gonna do Rhea Ripley versus Bianca, do we see them putting Naomi versus Jade on the Mania card? No. But I do believe if Naomi attacked Jade, they can have Naomi and Jade over here. Bianca stays out of it, maybe. I don't know. It'd be kind of weird regardless. But I don't think Naomi Jade is a Mania match. I would make it a Mania match. I'm talking about Triple H. I'm not convinced Triple H sees it like that. I hope I'm wrong, but a non-title singles match for the women at Mania? Gotta see it to believe it. I don't think Jade saw her attacker, which is why the video evidence will be great. Well, then again, that's possible. But then remember when Jade made that tweet? Jade been having some cryptic tweets, like when Naomi said there's no new developments on Jade. And then she tweeted, "Are you sure?" It's like, wait a minute, do you know what happened or not? It's weird. Pro wrestling storytelling is weird like that. Because if he knows, why didn't she just call Bianca? Hey, Bianca, Naomi did it, right? It's weird. Pro wrestling is weird. So maybe she doesn't know. Maybe she'll see the video evidence and come up to Raw and attack Naomi the next week after the Chamber. I don't know. I think Jade will still be mad at Bianca regardless. I agree. JB, I agree. I think it makes the most sense, storytelling-wise, that Jade is probably also still perturbed or upset with Bianca Belair regardless a little bit. She'll be more angry with Naomi, but still she'll feel like, Bianca, really? You know? But we'll see how they handle the storytelling there. We'll see how they handle that. Makes no sense for Bianca and Naomi to still be in a tag team or tag team champions. I agree. If Jade comes back, the tag teams need to be championships need to be gone, or you gotta drop it that day. So yeah, there should be no Bianca and Naomi in a tag team as Jade shows up, because that'd be stupid. Bianca Belair would not be in a tag team with Naomi if Naomi attacked Jade. So you might as well have the tag titles dropped before that happens, or simultaneously, whatever. It depends. If they do Bianca and Rhea Ripley, it would be rushed. I agree with that. That's just my opinion of that. I agree. It would be rushed, but maybe they got a plan. New members help Liv and Raquel win. The new member of the Judgment Day that Finn Balor said will not happen. That'd be interesting. Finn will be pissed. Bianca and Naomi will not break the record. I don't care. I don't care about the tag team record. I don't care one bit. This is the last legit challenger for Bianca and Naomi title. Yeah, I agree. It's got to happen. This is it. Yeah, Jay retweeted that "you sure" thing. I remember that. So she probably knows, or maybe she did that on her own. I don't know. Why do I feel like the video of the actual attack will play during their match? I agree. That's the best thing to do. If you want to protect Bianca and Naomi in the match, have that video played. Maybe Dom does it. Dom does it. I don't know. That'll work. You have a segment before the match where Dom's like, "Dude, look what I found." And she shows it to Liv and Raquel, and then cut to black. And then during the match, they play it, which will probably be the main event. If it's the main event, they're probably dropping the belts here. You agree? Bianca's gonna be furious if she loses the tag titles to Liv Morgan and Raquel. She will. Yes, I think if Naomi attacked Jade, Bianca will probably pin Naomi in that match. Would that feel kind of rushed? Maybe, probably, but if the plan is to do Bianca and Rhea Ripley, they got no choice. Like, if the plan is Bianca Rhea Ripley, then Bianca has to hit the KOD on Naomi, pin her in the chamber, and kind of be done with that. And then Jade Cargill swoops in to take over for that storyline. Bianca goes to Rhea Ripley. It feels fast. It feels rushed. But I don't know. Triple H like to do long-term storytelling. He does, which is why I think even if Bianca loses to Rhea Ripley, it's not over. I think if they do the Bianca Rhea Ripley match at 41, it'll be a long-term thing going into SummerSlam, even like maybe even a year-long storyline. So not like it'll be over because Rhea Ripley literally has nobody else. Like if she beats Bianca at Mania 41 and that's it, she got nobody because that would mean she beat Io on the Raw after the Chamber, right? So I think Bianca would be a long-term storyline for her regardless of the result, assuming it's at 41. Yeah, so that's basically this storyline here. I mean, I don't know what's happening. Again, it's exciting and kind of scary. We'll see what they do. But Bianca, Naomi, I believe, should drop the belts. They should drop the belts next week. I guess we'll see. Yeah, it'll be interesting. How do you see the EO match with Rhea Ripley ending? Clean pin or nah? Ask me that after the Chamber match. If Liv Morgan wins the Chamber, 50-50 result. 50-50. If Bianca wins the Chamber, it's a wrap. If Bianca wins, EO taking that pin and it's happening clean. Okay? If Liv Morgan wins the Chamber, 50-50 what happens in that damn match. But they're not having EO Sky linger in the background if Bianca Belair wins that damn Chamber match. If Bianca wins the Chamber, it's full on gun-ho, one-on-one, Rhea Bianca feud. No EO Sky, no Liv Morgan, no. Liv Morgan and Raquel be tag team champions. EO will be dealing with Dakota Kia or whoever, maybe Becky, I don't know. But if Bianca wins the Chamber, no funny business, no triple threat, no fatal four-way, no Royal Rumble, no battle royal, no nothing. Okay, no shenanigans. One-on-one, Bianca Rhea Ripley. Okay, so if you're an EO stan, you want EO Sky to face Rhea Ripley at Mania, you're probably rooting for Bayley or Liv Morgan to win the damn Chamber, probably. Because if that's the case, maybe, just maybe, your fantasy booking will work out, and the EO Sky will get in that damn Rumble match. Mania match. Maybe just maybe she gets in the Mania match. But again, it feels like triple threat matches are very much the talk of the IWC, and I'm not gonna have 50 triple threat matches at Mania, man. It's not gonna happen. They're not gonna have that many matches at Mania. Chill with the triple threats. Chill with the triple threats. Maya, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought up Becky Lynch because I think you may be right. It's getting a little too late for Becky to return. Now, she could return on the Raw after. Put it like this: if Becky Lynch does not show up on the Raw after the Chamber, it's a wrap for Mania. I think your best bet would be the Raw after Mania for Becky Lynch to return. Because it's getting kind of late in the game here. And if Becky wanted to have a Mania match, she probably would have showed up by now. So I'm not convinced she's going to show up until maybe she shows up after Mania on the Raw after Mania show. I don't know. But Becky Lynch, it's getting kind of late in the game, Becky. So if you're coming back, you need to hurry up and get your ass back here. Let's see. Let's talk some NXT. Wait. Triple H finna have Io Sky holding the tag rope at Mania. Well, to be fair, Io Sky had a high-profile singles match at Mania last year, so she can afford to be holding the tag rope next year or this year, maybe. Okay. Now Bianca Belair, that'd be sacrilegious because she's in a damn 6-woman tag, a nothing match that was easy work at Mania. I want Bianca Belair to be in a singles match. Io, I love her in a singles match as well, but I would not be pissed off if she wasn't in a singles match, considering last year she got a damn high-profile match. The co-main event of the second night was Bayley, so she'll be all right. She'll be all right. Okay, let's talk about Moose. Why he made this face, I don't know. I don't know why he did that. But Moose showed up on NXT TV. If you are in the IWC and you're mad about him showing up, it's probably because he came out and supported Tessa Blanchard, and he had some fun online, calling some fans fat, overweight, and said they're eating hamburgers, and yeah, you're probably upset about a couple things. Moose is I'm not a big fan of Moose. He's there, whatever. Some people said this is a what is it? Okay, a dream match. Like, is it a dream match? I don't know. Okay, am I looking forward to it? Sure, it'll be a good match. Moose versus Obafemi, that'll be interesting. Obafemi teased that he'll show up on TNA. So again, this Thursday, TNA is in Orlando. So a lot of NXT talent will probably be on that show. Obafemi will be there, so we'll see how Obafemi does when he confronts the system on TNA TV. But you have the X Division champion here against the NXT champion. Next week on NXT, you're gonna get Moose against Lexis King, which made me think that the Obafemi. I wonder when this match is gonna happen. Oba against Moose. When is it gonna actually happen? I don't know. If it happens on TNA TV, it'll be the second taping. I believe they're taping 2 nights of TNA. The first night will be live, I think, on Thursday, and the Friday taping, they'll show the next week. I think. I could be wrong about that. Could be wrong. Roadblock. Oh yeah, there's a match. There's Madison Square Garden show for NXT, right? NXT Road. In Madison Square Garden, right? Yeah, that's a big match. Big card. Probably get Trick Williams match against Eddie Thorpe. Yeah, that's a big show. When is that? The 11th. March 11th. That is kind of far away, though. Are they gonna BS this build for that long? I mean, it's not that long, but let's see. When's the 11th? That's 1, 2. There's 2 NXTs. No, not 2 NXTs. I lied. Oh yeah, it is 2 NXTs. That's not bad. They could postpone it for 2 NXTs. So you have 2 NXTs before that show. That's not bad. I agree. Roadblock. Why not? Moose against Obafemi at Roadblock. That could work. How you guys feeling about Moose? How you guys feeling? Are you excited about Moose? Are you excited about Moose being in TNA? Well, you're more of a Bianca fan than Io. Okay. Ivory, okay? Io Sky in my top 5, okay? It's Bianca, Cirie, Io. Bianca, Cirie, Io. I love Io Sky, okay? All I'm saying is she was in a high profile singles match the previous year. Okay, so I don't feel that bad about it. It was in a tag match. He was in a high profile singles match at Mania. A good one, by the way. She cooked. That's all I'm saying. He's all right. Will there be a Koromasha match or segment? I don't know. Probably. You would think so. When is that match going to happen? When are we going to get Cora Jade against Masha, you would think? Who knows? Then the next PLE is in March for TNA as well. But yeah, they're building towards Masha, Cora Jade. That has to happen eventually here because Cora Jade already beat Zaya Brooks. Why I always forget her last name? Zaya what? Is it Brookside, something like that? Zaya TNA. Yeah, Brookside. All right, Brookside. Yeah, she already beat her, so it's nobody else. She's got to face Masha next, you would think. Yes, Masha will retain for sure. As long as Oba beats him, no worries there. The TNA champ is not going to be, not even the top champ. Okay, this is the mid-card champ. The X Division champ is not going to beat Obafemi. Okay, I don't even think Joe Hendry would beat Obafemi, let alone Moose. Okay, so Moose is not beating him. He'll beat Lexus King next week, but that's about it. By the way, card for next week is huge. Big time card next week for NXT, by the way. Moose is back. Not back, but he's here in NXT. Match is going to happen. Cool beans. Hopefully it's good. Next, you had... This is funny. This was comical. You had Jada Parker against Carmen Petrovich and Kalani Jordan, right? And at this moment in the match, Jada Parker was gloating and taunting, and that's when Carmen Petrovich pinned Kalani Jordan for the win. So then you had Jada Parker and Kalani Jordan brawl outside because that's the feud. They're in a feud right now, which is why we knew Carmen was going to win. And then Fatal Influence came out there and proceeded to beat her ass for 5 straight minutes. What's going on here? Like, Ava, do your damn job. It was crazy. This beatdown went into the commercial break, and it was happening relentlessly. Attack, kick. I'm like, Ava, do something. What's going on here? Then freaking Asante comes out there, and he eats a chair shot, and then start beating her up again. Like, what's going on here? This is like uncomfortable to watch. Like, Ava, stop this. Like, this woman's about to die. It was crazy. This thing did not end. It was like a relentless beatdown. Like, I'm sitting watching it through the commercial break because you watch it on Netflix, you see what's happening during the commercial break. It was relentless beatdown. I was like, what is going on here? It was kind of funny. It was just funny. Like, I never seen that prolonged. Because usually you have a beatdown, to do like maybe do a table spot, whatever, and end it right there, or somebody break it up. This thing was just relentless jumping. Like, they freaking beat her ass for like 5 straight minutes. Like, what is going on here? Eventually they got tired and threw her out of the ring. And that's when Stephanie and Julia came out. Like, why do you guys didn't come out before? I just watched Carmen Petrovich get her ass kicked for like 5 minutes. It was crazy. But anyway, even this happened during the commercial break. Stephanie's music came out. Stephanie's music hit and Julia's music hit during the damn commercial break. So by the time the commercial came back on, that's when Jordan Grace would come out there. It's like, so it was really paced. It was really structured here. Like, they went to commercial break while they're attacking her. When we get back, she's gone. And it's like Jordan Grace and Julia and Stephanie in the ring. Like, why did you guys do that during the damn commercial break? It's kind of weird. But you had Julia, Stephanie, and Jordan Grace come out there. And I love what Jordan Grace did here. She's like such a star. She took center stage here. I gotta be honest, he kind of carried herself like the champ. You like the champ here. She hit the mic. She took control. Her presence, it was on par with these two women. And I think she's just a superstar here. I mean, Jordan Grace, Like she felt like the champion. She felt like the champion in the segment. She felt like the most important person in the damn locker room here. But we knew that Jordynne Grace is a star. She's a talent, and I like her presence, her aura, her strength on the mic. She just felt like the most important person in the ring at the time. A lot of talent in NXT right now. A lot of talent. But yeah, she just felt like the champ here. He took the stage and said, "Hey, how about you against us in the main event, 6-woman tag?" And it was a good match. It was a good match. Yeah, she's like the big sister. That's right. She felt like the big sister here. At the mama. And she felt like it. I was like, yes, fatal influence. That was funny, man. That 5-minute beatdown. It felt like 5 minutes. Maybe it wasn't, but it felt like that long. Like, poor Carmen Petrovich was getting beat down the entire commercial break. Stomp, 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 stomp. Like, no, it was a relentless beatdown. I'm like, Ava, do your damn job. What are you doing here? That was hilarious. I love how they came out one by one and got beat down. Hilarious. The attack was longer than Nia Jax's reign. I'm like, yo, Ava, like, the girl has internal bleeding now. Like, she has to have internal bleeding. She has like a broken rib. It has to be like, it was crazy. But yeah, this is a good segment here. I like the look of these three together. It was cool. One thing I want to say here, I'll go to the main event. Talk about the main event. Another good shot here. They are going out of their way to present Stephanie and Julia as peers on the same level. Even though they have different belts, you could argue Stephanie has a B belt, Julia has the A belt. They're going out of their way to present them as equals at all times. Like, even when they hold the belts up, you can see how they do this every time with a shot. Both of them holding the belts on the same level, on the same spot. You know, they're always positioned to be equals at all times. And it's doing one of two things with the IWC. But, you know, I'm sure you guys noticed this by now, but the IWC, there's some interesting talk going on with Julia and Stephanie right now. Some people say that Stephanie is the A champ, and Stephanie feels like the more ready superstar, which is obvious to me. I've been saying it for years, not years, but for as long as they've been rumored to be in WWE. And definitely when it came to WWE, I said that Stephanie was the ready-made star, and Julia would need some work to adapt. But I said that Stephanie was ready to go, right? And they're doing their best to present them as equals, which I think is smart. It's smart. I'm not worried about Julia. She'd be fine. Okay. Stephanie is the most over woman in the damn division right now. She's the most over. Clearly, it's obvious here, which is not a problem. Not a problem. Like, I saw somebody tweet like, "Oh my God, Stephanie is clearly more over than Julia. They made a mistake." No, there's no mistake. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, who cares? Like, she's more over than Julia. Therefore, what? Like, what's the downside? What's the downside to that? Nothing. She's more over. Okay. And now I do believe when the day comes when they're feuding, I think the way to go was to make Julia heel, because she's a natural heel. Go watch her in Stardom. Go watch her in her faction in Stardom, her DDM. Go watch that. Go watch her against Tam Nakano. She's a natural heel. And I think with that dynamic, considering that Stephanie is more over and she's loved right now in NXT more than Julia right now, which is fine. Again, it's fine. I think the move would be to make Julia heel when they feud. But I think it's smart to present them as equals for now. Jordynne Grace is looking at both of them like, I wonder who I want to face, because she wants what they have. I think Jordynne Grace does a good job here conveying that visually. She wants those belts. She wants that title. So I think they're probably going to do Julia Jordan Grace, which will be face versus face. That'd be interesting. I wonder how the narrative will be in IWC when that happens. I mean, that'd be a talking point when that happens. But I think it's fine for now. I think it's fine. Present them as equals. Again, the champion makes the belt. The belt does not make the champion. Like whoever holding the belt, that's all that matters. It's not about the belts are always just storytelling devices. They're props. It doesn't matter. Like A champ versus V champ only matters. It's relative to the person holding the belt. That's all I'm trying to say. It's relative to who's holding the belt. That's all that matters. So even though Stephanie's holding the B belt, she's being presented as an A champion alongside Julia as equals. So as long as she is over like she is, and she showcases her talent in the ring like she always does, she'll always be. I don't think Stephanie is going anywhere when it comes to crowd interaction, crowd support. I think she's going to stay at the top, which again is not a problem. But it's a reality. She's the most over woman in NXT, and she's champion, and she's being presented on the same level as Julia, which makes her an A champion right alongside with Julia. So there's no mid-card, that's what I'm trying to say really. There's no A champ, B champ situation here. They're all presented equally. So we'll see how it goes. You think the first match will be babyface versus babyface? Yeah. If they do babyface versus babyface, right? If Stephanie stays this over, the move would be to make Julia a heel. That's my opinion, okay? Because I do believe when they feud, Stephanie would probably get more support. And because of her offense and how it pops, right? She has athleticism, her offense pops, it lends itself to being cheered, right? I think the move would be face versus face at first, then Julia turns heel, then you run her as a heel. What I would do. Which is funny considering when they first came to NXT, I thought it'd be the opposite, but that's not the case. Okay, will the crowd boo Julia if she attacks Stephanie? Yes. If she betrays Stephanie, they'll boo her. Stephanie is that over. I don't think I've seen somebody that over since maybe Asuka, or maybe when maybe Io's face run. No, I'm telling you, that woman is over like a rover in NXT. The entire match is always Stephanie, Stephanie, Stephanie. It's a relentless. Her name is chanted the entire match. She is the most over woman in that damn company. I'm sorry, in that damn brand. So if that match happens, and I think she'll receive slightly more support, just roll with heel Julia, which is her natural state. It's her natural. That's where she does her best work as a heel. So Julia turns heel, attacks Stephanie, they will boo her. Whoever attacks Stephanie will get booed. I don't care who you are. If you attack that woman, you're getting booed. That's how beloved she is right now. They would boo her. For sure they boo her. But that's down the road. Because I do believe Julia will be a face for a while. So I think Jordan Grace versus Julia will be a face feud. Okay? Face versus face. And then we'll see what happens after that. Speaking of face, Ricky Saints is very much a babyface, and he has a name change. Do I care? No. Okay, people are freaking out by this. Who cares what his last name is? I mean, I guess they didn't want to use his real last name, which is Starks. So two things: his real last name is Starks. They don't want to use his real last name, and you already have Zoe Stark. So like, you know what? Change the name. Change the name. That's fine. Ricky Saints. He talked about it on Busted Open. Saints, New Orleans. Reminds him of home, part of home in his name. That's where he grew up. That's where he's from. It's cool. Ricky Saints, it's fine. You'll get used to it like you do with all names. Remember when folks freaked out about Gunther? Oh my God, they made Gunther. They made Walter Gunther. Oh my God, this is terrible, right? Now what? Now you love Gunther. The name is fits him. You're not even thinking about it, right? Same thing will happen with Ricky Saints. You'll think about it for like a month, and after that, you won't care anymore. I thought they did a good job with Ricky Saints here. His presentation was good. He carried himself like a star. Looked like a star. It was all good with Ricky. I like what they did here. I like the interaction with Ethan Page. That was good as well. And now we're gonna give a match. I believe, what is it? Let's see. I believe the match for next week is I thought I had it in here. What's going on here? Where is it? It'll be the Young OG and Ricky taking on Ethan Page and Wesley. That'd be a fun match. That'd be good. Yeah, I think that's a good move here. So yeah, Ricky Starks is already mixing it up already. So yeah, this should be good. NXT is hot, it's fun. Anything can happen. I'm enjoying the product. I am enjoying the product. Ricky Saints is a better name than Ricky Starks, in my opinion. Sure. People freak out about EO's name change. They sure did. When EO Shirai became EO Sky, now nobody gives a shit, right? Now EO Sky is EO Sky, and that's that, right? Ricky should be a top heel. Maybe down the road, but right now he's feuding with Ethan Page and Wesley. So I think he'll be a face for now. This is how AEW think they're booking Toni Storm and Mercedes Moné as champions on the same level. I guess the difference here is they're literally presenting them together all the time. Like this visual of them together in the ring, it screams same level. Whereas I don't believe Toni Storm and Mercedes Moné actually interact, do they? They don't actually spend time together at all. But these two are being presented as equals. So it's a little different. Yeah, next week is crazy. Did y'all see that NXT card for next week? Let me see if I can find it real quick. It is loaded because they're on the road in Cleveland, right? Or Cincinnati, one of the two. And it's a loaded card. It's loaded. Let me see if I can find that real quick. It is a very, very good card. Got the Hardy Boys. I mean, you got Moose, Obafemi. It's crazy, man. It's like, I feel like I'm forgetting something. What's the other match on that card? I just showed you one just now. That tag match between Ethan Page, Ricky Starks, and Wesley and the Young OG. But what are the other matches on that damn card? I know I saw it the other day. Didn't I tweet that out? Maybe not. Stephanie Carmen. Yeah, another one. That's an easy one for Stephanie. Easy money. Easy work for Stephanie. No offense, Carmen. But considering you got jumped for 5 minutes, you probably got some broken ribs. Charlotte Flair tweeted out a picture of... Who is it? Who's in here? That's Kiana James. That's Charlotte. That's Xia Li. That's Xia Li. That is... Who is... I know that person. Who is that? That's Kiana James. Who is that? I feel like I know that person, but I can't... Is that Maxine Dupree? It might be the Maxine Dupree. With an Avengers shirt? Respect. So I got Charlotte Flair, you got Kiana James, you got Maxine Dupree, I think. You got Xia Li. And you have some... Is this... Oh my God. It looks like... Not... You're gonna bother me until I figure it out. Yes, it look like Peyton Royce. Yes, there you go. That's what. Yeah, it look like one of the Iconics, right? Iconics. Yeah, Peyton. It look like Peyton Royce, doesn't it? That's what it looks like. Yes, that's what I thought it was. Okay, I wasn't crazy. They're coming back, by the way. If you didn't know, the Iconics, or I'm sorry, the I have the match card. Let me show you real quick. Yeah, I look like her. Okay, I wasn't crazy. Okay, coming back. Her first match will be on this card here. The inspiration will be right here. WrestleMania weekend. We'll be back. Okay, so look forward to that, I guess. Returning. Facing off against WWE ID talent, Kylie Ray. Fun times. I believe that the inspiration will be back on WWE TV eventually. Even if it's NXT, they'll be back on TV or back on WWE TV eventually. I think so. Remember, Peyton Royce's husband is Sean Spears, and he is in NXT right now. So there's a connection there. I believe they'll show up on NXT sometime this year. You're going to hear that Iconics music sometime on NXT TV in 2025. I think so. So good for Peyton Royce. Good for her. Looking forward to that reunion and that comeback. It should be fun. It'll be fun. Because how it ended for them was very, very unfortunate. Very, very fortunate. So Billy Kay and Peyton Royce, I hope all works out for them and they come back very, very strong. Because they got fired by Vince. That was kind of sad. Very emotional interview with Billy Kay when she cried about when she's talking about what happened. She ended up crying on the interview. It was kind of very, very, very sad. It was very sad. So hopefully they come back, have a nice send off or whatever. But even if it's like one more showing, Stephanie's like, I have no words. Tried to destroy me and made me live through hell, but I turned the hell into my house. Came one with the fire. Now I burn everything in my path. So goddamn over. This is like the ultimate like win by the WWE. I keep telling folks, this is why Tony Khan was pissed. This is why Tony Khan had a fit. Because this woman is money. And it is undeniable. I think she's going to win multiple championships in the WWE. I think she's going to have a long run as champion on the main roster. And she'll deserve every damn day of that reign. I'm telling you. I mean, this is like a ready-made megastar who is Chilean-born, international, aura, beautiful, athletic as hell, talented, and likable, and the fans just love her naturally, and you don't have to do no work. Doesn't even have to cut a promo. Just cool. Is naturally cool, and I can't say enough. That's why she's number 4. And if EO isn't like, if EO isn't careful, might be number 3. Right now, I'm talking about my list right now. Bianca, Sari, EO, Stephanie McCare. That's my top 4. I'm telling you, Stephanie's knocking on the door. She's knocking on EO's door. Won't be long before she jumps EO in my rankings. Right now, EO is safe at number 3. She's safe for now, but I'm telling you, Stephanie is knocking on her door, and it won't be long until she jumps her. Bianca, Sari, Stephanie, EO soon. I always do top 4 because my 5 is always changing. It's like very fluid. My top 5. Sometimes it's Saya Kamatani. Other times it's Charlotte Flair. Other times it's Mercedes. Other times it's Becky. It's just always changing that number 5 spot. But the top 4 is blocked in. Bianca, Sari, EO, Stephanie's locked in, top 4. Oh my gosh, I can't say enough about this woman. Can't say enough. Let's see. Back to the topics at hand here. What else happened on this show? Oh yeah, tonight. By the way, before I talk about what anything else that happened, I'll ask you guys. I'll open up to you guys what y'all want to talk about next. But just as a reminder, tonight you're getting a pay-per-view level match on Dynamite, which I don't hate. It's gonna be Chris Statlander against Megan Bayne. If you've been following my channel for any type of length of time, you know how I feel about Megan Bayne. I think she's a mega star. I think she's money. Like her presence, her stature, her aura is all great. Very good in the ring. I think she's more of a star than Chris Statlander, being completely honest with you. I think she has more star power than Chris, but Chris is a great wrestler. This will be a very good match. Looking forward to it. Why is it happening on Dynamite? What's this character motivation here? What's the story here? I'm not quite sure, but I'll be watching. This is a big time match between two mega stars, two mega powerful women. Should be fun. It should be fun. Yeah, that's a good point, Maya. Who knows what'll be happening right now? If Stephanie was in AW, who knows? Who wouldn't be champ? She would not be champ. She'd probably be feuding with Thunder Rosa. For sure, she'd have a feud with Thunder Rosa. She would for sure face Mercedes Moné again. She'd lose. But she wouldn't be champion, that's for damn sure. But this would be a good match, man. Looking forward to this match. Megan Bayne, Chris Statlander. That's a good one coming up here. Tonight, I'm forced to watch the show tonight. Forced. Another big match on the cards here. This is a dream match for me. Okay, you got Team 200 kg, which I call Team 200 kilograms, taking on Meiko Satomura on her retirement tour, and the best in the world right now. The best in the world, Suri. This is a banger tag team match, man. When is it happening? I don't know. Sometime before she retires. I didn't see the date for this match, but this is a dream match. It's gonna be a big match, man. I can't wait for this one. Wow. Yeah, this is a can't miss. I can't miss. So right now, my top 4 matches for the women, it is Tessa Blanchard against Jordynne Grace. It is Suri against Vinny. Suri against Meiko Satomura. And yeah, Miyu Watanabe against Mizuki. This tag match has a chance to break into that. This is a top tier match coming up here. And it has a chance to break into that right now. So yeah, this is a can't miss match that is a match of the year contender potentially. It's that type of talent here, I'm telling you. If you haven't seen Team TO 200 kilograms, I haven't seen them wrestle. Hashimoto and Yu, you need to watch them wrestle. They're very, very good. Very, very good tag team. One of the best. This is gonna be great. Gonna be great. So that's happening eventually. What else do we want to talk about here? Talk about that already. Oh yeah, the ID belts. So some fans freaked out about this. Oh my God, they're trying to take over the indies. They're going to take over the indies. It's so weird. Like, first of all, stop panicking about something that hasn't happened yet. Like, we don't know what's going to happen here. So basically, WWE ID talent are going to have belts that they defend and carry around on the indies from show to show. These are the ID belts for the women and the men. I believe just the ID talent will be competing for these, I think. Definitely only ID talent will be holding it. What's the problem? You're gonna have these belts defended on the indies. Nothing wrong with that, I don't think. Some people say, oh, but only the ID talent will have the belts. So every time the ID talent faces off against somebody who isn't an ID talent, they're gonna lose, obviously, because why would you put the belt on someone who isn't signed to the ID program? Well, duh, like that's common sense. Who cares? Of course they're gonna lose if that's the case. How's that a problem? Like, what are you talking about? These are belts, they're props. that you're gonna fight over on the indies. I don't care about that. That's stupid. You're mostly gonna have ID talent facing other ID talent anyway, so who cares? Like, I don't see what the problem is yet. People complain about shit before it actually happens. Let's see how it's implemented. Let's see how they carry out this. But this would be fun. You saw Kylie Ray and folks like what's her face? Zeta Steel talking about these matches. I'm talking about this belt, getting excited about it. I don't see what the problem is. I mean, let's see. I think they probably put the belt on women's belt on Kylie Ray, not Zeta Steel, but Kylie Ray. And she'll carry it around for a little bit first because she's more of a veteran. She's older. So I think Kylie Ray will hold the belt first for the women. The men, it's a toss-up. It could be anybody. Any one of those ID talent can hold the belt for the men. But the women, I think, will be Kylie Ray. It'll be Kylie Ray. But we'll see how that turns out. I'm open. I'm optimistic about it. I'm not freaking out about something that I haven't seen implemented yet. We'll see how it all works out. No need to freak out yet. No need to freak out yet about these belts. I mean, calm down. That's what I'm saying. Calm down. Let's see. I think somebody tweeted about this. Let me see. Was see Kylie Ray's tweet. I want to find that. How long will it take me? Hopefully like 10 seconds. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, that didn't work. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope, didn't take me 10 seconds. My bad. Where is... So here's Zeta Steel tweeting about it. He's excited. Look at that. I think it's okay for now. Nothing to worry about. The indies will be fine. They'll benefit from it. They'll benefit from it. Okay? No need to freak out. Me Brooks tweeting about it. See, the indie folks are excited about it. They want to hold those belts. They want to compete for it, you know? Fun stuff. Rally to Wrestling tweeting about it. See, so these belts can be defended on the show. So you're bringing folks to the shows, more attention to the indie shows, you know? It's all a win-win for now. Here it is. Here's Kylie Ray. I think she'll hold it first. Kylie Ray needs to be in NXT now. That's my opinion. She's very good in the ring. She's older. Now, I understand why they're holding off. There's so much goddamn talent in NXT. It's too much women down there. It's too loaded. I think her best bet is to wait until this next round of call-ups. Maybe she gets in there, but it's so crowded. It's so stacked. Gotta wait to get Roxanne out of there, get Stacey Jane and Fallon Henley out of there. And then maybe they pull her in then. But she's ready to go. She's very good in the ring. She's ready to go now. But I do believe she will hold the belt first. This ID belt, she holds it first. But good for Kylie Ray. Talented. Been around the block. You know, so Evolve. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, I keep forgetting about freaking Evolve. She's on that show. Zeta Steel, Kylie Ray, what's her face? Kendall Gray. They're all on this Evolve show. Crazy. Wait, Rio too. They've been rumored. The rumor is they want her as well. But I think she'll be signed to NXT, not to ID talent. I don't think she'll be in the ID program. I think she'll go straight to NXT, straight to there. So, but I could be wrong. Maybe she ends up on Evolve. I don't know. There's so much female talent they have down there in WWE. It's crazy. It's loaded. If you consider the main roster in NXT the WWE has the strongest women's division. If you consider everybody who is signed to a WWE contract, okay, I don't know why folks separate NXT from the main roster when it comes to this discussion. When it comes to this discussion, I consider everybody who is signed to a contract with a company. If you are an NXT talent, you are signed to the WWE, okay? So you consider all of the WWE talent, the Biancas, the Rheas, the Charlottes, the Beckys, the Baileys, the Jordan Graces, the Julias, the Stephanies, the Connie Jordans, the Sorukas, the Liv Morgans. If you consider the entire roster of women, the WWE has the strongest women's division, okay? Now you split it, say main roster over here, or not even main roster, SmackDown division, NXT division, Raw, for whatever reason. If you do that, then I do believe Stardom has more of a chance then. Then probably Stardom. Even over NXT is close, but I'll go with Stardom over the NXT. But again, why would you do that? It's so weird. It's a brand. Like, all the women are signed to WWE, so why are you splitting it up? So I would say that the WWE has the strongest women's division. Not Stardom. Damn sure not AEW. For damn sure. Not AEW. Okay. Now I'm done talking. I will open it up for questions and wrap it up. Any questions about anything that happened on Raw, NXT, or something else beyond that? Anything at all? I am done with my topics for this stream. So if you're still listening, you have a question, go ahead. I'll answer it. I'm really hoping that they don't run Jordan Julia at Roadblock. What is the Jordan Grace match at Roadblock? What is the Julia match at Roadblock? Maybe a tag team match? I'm struggling to find out what that match would be. Like, what would the match be if it's not Julia versus Jordan Grace? If it's not that match, what are you gonna do? Like, what choice do you have? Julia is in a weird spot. She's in a weird spot because she's now champion, right? She was chasing the clear storyline. Now she's no longer chasing. You got nothing. Typically, what happens, right? A lot of time, Roxanne was in the same position as champion sometimes. You're a champion, you're not chasing, you're waiting for somebody to chase you. The question is, who's gonna chase her? Who's gonna chase Julia if not Jordan Grace? Bianca's tag team run was wild. I would say LOL, but I'm glad she'll be back in singles after Mania. Agreed. Well, how about the 5 women's faction in Marigold? Oh yeah, I talked about that on Twitter a little bit. It's cool. Let's see how it works out. You got Bozilla, Misa Matsui, Nigasa, Chiaki, and what's that, Megaton? That's what her name is. They're all in a new heel faction. We'll see how it goes. I like Bozilla. I like Misa Matsui a lot. Other 3, I'm cool. They're fine, but we'll see how this faction goes. Okay. I want it to be 5. No more than 5. Stop at 5. Okay. I don't want to see 6 or 7 women in this faction. 5 is fine. We'll see how it looks later on. Julia against Masha. Well, Masha has to face Cora Jade first. And there's only 2 NXTs before that. So I guess it depends on. And that's not happening. Not at Roadblock. Not at Roadblock. Masha has Cora Jade in her crosshairs. It won't happen at Roadblock. Julia will probably face. Tessa Blanchard. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't know. I have no idea. What's your prediction for the final two in the men's and women's chamber matches? John Cena, CM Punk. Cena, CM Punk. With Cena pinning CM Punk, I guess. And then, well, duh, that's how you win the damn chamber match, right? And then Bianca. Damn, the women's one is tough to predict, man. I'm telling you, it's tough. Ask me that after the tag team match. For now, I'll say Bianca or Liv Morgan with no conviction whatsoever. Zero conviction whatsoever, Maya. Zero. Don't like hate. Hate has too many women in it. If hate was just Sai Kamatani, Natsuko Tora, Momo, Tekla, and then maybe one other member, be fine. But like 8, 9, there's too many women. If you ask me. Dark Wolf Army? They changed the name, right? They changed the name, not Dark Wolf Army anymore. Isn't it like I saw it already, some weird name. I don't remember the name of it though. But they're not the Dark Wolf Army anymore, it's something else. It's like I forgot the name of it. Darkness Revolution, something like that. Darkness Revolution, I don't know, something like that. Something weird like that. Ruaka, yeah, she can stay in there, fine. 6 is fine, maybe 6. More than that is too much. TNA is going to Canada in May. Do you see Masha versus Natalya? Well, if Natalya had her way, that match would happen because she's been wanting to face Masha for a while. She's been wanting a TNA match for like every interview she says, I want to wrestle in TNA. So you would think hopefully it happens now, so she can stop saying that because every interview she said she wants to wrestle TNA. So yeah, that'd be cool. Masha, Natalya in that show would be cool. Final prediction for men and women's IC match. Cena. I'll know who wins the women's match after that tag team match. But for now, I'll say Liv Morgan with zero conviction. I'll say Io for now. I'm sorry, I said Liv Morgan for now. Liv Morgan for now with no conviction whatsoever. Julia retains at Stand Deliver against Jordynne Grace. Yep. Then Jordynne Grace gets called up. Yes, I agree. I don't know why you would hold her down there any longer. Jordynne Grace is down there because they don't want to put her up right now because they have Mania plans locked in. So they'll call her up after the Stand Deliver match. So you do Jordynne Grace against Julia. Julia wins. Call up with Jordynne Grace, and that'll be that. I agree. Jordynne Grace will be up after Stand and Deliver. If JC Jane and Fallon Henley get called up to the main roster, they replace Jasmine and Kiana, and you have Charlotte Flair as the leader. Charlotte is the main event. Fallon is a mid card. JC and Kiana in a tag. They're saying a 4-woman faction. You have Charlotte Flair, Fallon, JC Jane, and Kiana James. Not bad. It's not bad. It's different. You have a big time presence. If you consider the last factions we had, like PFC, Sonya Deville was the leader. I'm sorry, that's not going to move anyone. Damage Control had Bayley. That was solid. But a faction led by Charlotte Flair, I think it'd be huge. You have Charlotte Flair, JC Jane on one flank, Fallon Henley on another flank, Kiana James. That's a very, very intriguing, strong, athletic faction that will work well. What would you call that faction with Charlotte Flair leading it? What would you call that damn faction? I don't know. Could Bayley challenge Lyra for the title in the future? For her title? Sure, yeah. Yeah, she could. Who is taking the title off of Lyra? Becky, Zoe Stark is an option. EO is an option. I want to see the Lyra Valkyria Becky feud. I'll go Becky for that. I want to see heel Becky after Mania. Heel Becky takes the belt off of Lyra. Why not? That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Speaking of Stardom, you're gonna have freaking Arena taking on Starlight Kid. Starlight Kid will win, of course. Then you got that weird match where it's gonna be a tag match where Sai Kamatani and Natsuko Tora taking on Tam Nakano and Sayaka. And if they win, by that I mean Hate, then Sayaka has to join Hate. The thought of someone else joining the Hate is kind of crazy to me. So as much as I want to see that storyline play out, I'm tired of people joining Hate. Way too many women on that damn factions. Way too many. So, but I'll go with Saya Kamatani winning for the sake of Sayaka having to join them. But I just hate the idea that we're gonna have even more women joining that goddamn faction. It's too much. Too much. Zoe Stark is winning the Speed Championship. I agree. For sure. I think it happens. For sure. I mean, here it is. Like, don't get me wrong. If I was Sayaka, I would fold as well. But I mean, it's just too many women. It's too many women. I can't have another woman joining that damn faction. Who take the belt off of Chelsea Green? I thought it'd be freaking Golden Grace, but that's not happening. Michin? Why not? Michin finally gets the job done. Or Piper Niven. Or Michin will do it. Or maybe Alexa Bliss. No, I'll go with them. I'll go Michin for now. Thoughts on when did he say that? What are you talking about? William Regal saying Roxanne is overrated? Where? Where's that quote at? When did that happen? I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm saying I'm out of the loop. Zelina Vega, that's an option as well. Yeah, there's a lot of options for Chelsea Green to lose her belt. Where did that happen? If I Google William Regal right now, will it pop up? William Regal. I'm gonna search William Regal, see what happens. I don't see no Roxanne overrated comments. Oh, report on Twitter? Okay. Send me that report when you get a chance. Send me that report. I'd be shocked. Oh, that wasn't Regal? Okay, gotcha. The thing with Fatal Influence is that they have a great theme song. They do. If you add Charlotte Flair to the group as a leader on the main roster, the fans will instantly care about them. I agree. It's a smart move to put them in a faction with Charlotte Flair because they can carry themselves well. They're all talented. They all work well. So you put them with Charlotte Flair, it'll be good for them. I agree. I would support that faction for sure. But some dude called William. Okay, so it wasn't William Regal. Gotcha. Thank you, Eggplant. Thank you for that. I'm about to say what? Okay, I'll go until 8. So 15 more minutes and I'm out. to go watch AEW. Yeah, right. I'm not gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch that damn match. Megan against Kat. I watched that. Did it say Cat? Statlander, not Cat. That, not Cat. Fatal Influence didn't see Jordan Grace coming last night. They sure didn't. They probably should have, but they didn't see it. Zoe Stark is your next speed champion. You love to see it, don't you? Don't you love to see it? I'm a Zoe Stark stan. I think she gets too much shit. She's athletic. She's talented. She's smooth in the ring. She just needs the right build. She's gonna really, really cook on the main roster. She's a hooper. She is a hooper. Support the hoopers in the damn WWE, okay? I'm happy for Zoe Stark. Let her cook in the ring. I'm a fan. Zoe, keep up the good work. Ignore the haters. That's what I say. Ignore the haters, Zoe. Her mic skills are fine. You think MJF will eventually be in WWE one day? Yes. One day, yes. I think it will happen. Will I care? I don't know. MJF has fallen from grace in the mind of the IWC. He was a big deal. He was a real big deal at one point. Now, do you really care? He's feuding with Jeff Jarrett, now with Hangman. Do you really care? Are you really invested? I don't think so. I don't think so. There's a cool picture here. I see Braun and Lyra. It's cool. Proper call up, okay? Proper call up and elevation, okay? You got Braun Breaker, Lyra from NXT. Get them on the main roster. Let them cook in the mid card. This is proper, okay? Tiffany, although I love her, and I'm a stan, I thought they made a mistake pushing her to the top of the card so goddamn fast. That's just my opinion. Just my opinion. That's all. Just my opinion. I love Tiffany Stratton. Okay. That's why she's in my banner. All right. Why she's there. Melo should be US champ. I wouldn't hate that. Wouldn't hate it at all. I would not hate that one bit. Let me look at Reddit. Is anything happening on Reddit? Let's see. Tiffany promos are like nails on a chalkboard. Her promos are fine right now. It's the weakest part of her game. Her backstage stuff is great. Her live on the mic stuff in the middle of the ring, kind of rough, but 25 years old. She'll get better. I have all the confidence in the world when it comes to Tiffy. It'll be great. I love her when the bell rings, which is a big, big comment from me. She has that look, and she's good in the ring. Sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. Wait a minute. What's this? From Sean Rossap? Let me read this. This is believable. There is a lot of frustration in the WWE Women's Division over the booking, including WrestleMania. Well, I'm frustrated, so they better be frustrated. Yeah, it's kind of rough. It's not the best. It's not the strongest. It's not the... Here's a question. Why did Charlotte Flair pick Tiffany? Do 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 do. Any answers? Any answer to that question? Why did Charlotte Flair pick Tiffany? Nobody knows. Okay, there's no answer to that. Hopefully, we find out on Friday, but we did not get an explanation as to why The Rumble winner picked Tiffany. That is a problem. Okay? There's a lack of storytelling going on here. Now we know damn well why Jay picked Gunther, right? You know why that happened. He failed to beat Gunther in the past. Gunther jumped him. Gunther proved that he can beat him. Okay? He determined to get it done. He determined to prove that he can beat him. That makes sense. Standard, straightforward. We don't know why the Queen picked that girl. We don't know why the Queen picked Tiffany, especially considering Rhea beat her. Rhea beat you in Mania. It looks like you're running away from Rhea Ripley. It looks like you're taking the easy way out. Okay? So now you have to have a reason, a good reason, as to why you, the Queen, picked Tiffany. We get one? I'm not sure we will. So honestly, the IWC wanted that match. Everybody wanted to see Tiffany Charlotte Flair. He's giving it to you. He's going to give it to you, but is there really a compelling reason why it's happening? I don't think so. I'm hoping on Friday, the Queen cuts a promo and tells us why she chose the 25-year-old instead of picking the woman that beat your ass last time. Okay? We need to know why. But simple stuff like that, like why are you picking Tiffany? We don't know yet. I'll give them until Friday. If Charlotte Flair gives us a good reason, a compelling reason, a sensible reason as to why she picked Tiffany, I'll say cool. Good job, WWE. If it doesn't happen, goddamn shame. But I have no confidence that that will happen. Yeah, it's tough. Why'd you pick 25-year-old? Why'd you pick the young gun? Why, Charlotte Flair? Doesn't make any sense to me. What makes sense would have been picking Rhea Ripley. That makes sense. Rhea beat me last time. I beat her the first time at Mania. She beat me the second time at Mania. Now we need a three-peat. We need a third time. Not three-peat. We need a trilogy now. We need the final match to decide who's better than who. That makes sense. That tracks. It's a simple storyline that needs no explanation. Charlotte Flair won the first match. Rhea won the second match. Now we have a tiebreaker. She's determined to get that win back. She wants to prove that she's the queen. She's the best. Simple. Picking Tiffany? Why? Like, what happened in that match? She didn't beat Nia Jax. Nia Jax, well, she did beat Nia Jax by DQ, but she didn't pin Nia Jax. Like, you were inspired? Like, what do you see in that match that inspired you? You weren't inspired by Julia? You weren't inspired by Rhea Ripley, but you were inspired by Tiffany? Explain it. Explain it. If you explain it, then cool. I'm not so sure we're going to get an explanation. That's sad. Few more minutes. Nobody wanted. That's true. That's true. King Tristan. I'm sorry, Ivory. That's true. Nobody wanted that match. Nobody wanted to see Rhea Charlotte Flair. But it makes the most sense storyline wise. So now you have to give a good explanation as to why Charlotte Flair would pick Tiffany. That's all. You think Tiffany's going to out wrestle Charlotte Flair? I disagree. I don't think so. Let's respect Charlotte Flair. Come on, guys. Come on. Charlotte Flair is a veteran and she's one of the best to ever do it, right? This woman had a banger with Rhea Ripley. And that match was a banger because of her. She was leading the match. She led the match. Let's give respect to Charlotte Flair. Tiffany's not going to out wrestle her right now. Not with the ring psychology, the storytelling of the match, the character work. She can do the moves, right? She can do the moves. She can do the athleticism. But the actual match, the story beats, the emotion, Charlotte Flair can be doing that. Let's give respect to Charlotte Flair. Go back and watch that match. Go back and watch Charlotte Flair against Rhea Ripley at 39. Watch the emotion. Watch the character work. You want my spot? You want my spot? Come on. You want my spot? She told the story in the ring. Go back and watch the match. Charlotte Flair carried the narrative of the match and carried the match for me. Really. Rhea did her part but Charlotte Flair need to be there. Respect the queen. Respect the queen. And he's cooked. Respect the queen. Does Nia Jax make the Mania card? It would be unfortunate if she doesn't. It would be very unfortunate if she doesn't. Nia Jax had a hell of a year. She deserves a Mania spot somewhere along the line here. Maybe she gets in a multi-woman match. Maybe a tag match of some sort. Maybe her and Candice will challenge for the tag titles. I don't know. But Nia Jax, I hope she gets on that card. She deserves it. She had a great year. Comeback Wrestler of the Year. If there's an award for Comeback Wrestler of the Year, she deserves it. Great signing. Her presence brings something different to the division. She deserves a Mania spot. So give her one. That's a great match as well. Rhea against Charlotte Flair at Money in the Bank. Very good match. Go back and watch that one. Very, very good. Very good match. Yeah, Charlotte Flair and Rhea got very good chemistry. They gate each other. They understand each other. Will they have the same type of match? Will Charlotte Flair have the same type of chemistry with Tiffany? I'm not so sure. But I think they'll rise to the occasion. Because Charlotte Flair is there. Charlotte Flair, make no mistake, will be carrying Tiffany in that match. She'll be leading. That's the best way to say it. She'll be leading it. She'll lead. Tiffany will have to hit her spots. Yeah, hit the spots. Charlotte will do the rest. She'll do the rest. She'll do the rest. Money in the Bank to Mania. Nia will do what Bobby did in 39. Battle Royal. I hope she has a legitimate match. I do. She deserves it, man. That'd be very, very sad. Same way it'd be sad for Liv Morgan to miss the card. It'd be sad if Nia Jax missed the card. She deserves a spot. She deserves a spot. Respect Nia Jax. I keep hitting my mic. She deserves a spot. Respect Nia. Respect Charlotte. Respect Liv Morgan. Now, Io Sky. If Io loses, she loses to Rhea Ripley clean. Maybe rough. Maybe rough for Io. I don't know. Everyone can't be on the card. Everyone cannot be on the card. Which is why Chelsea Green will probably not be on the card. Will probably be on the SmackDown before Mania. Rough, man. It's rough. Io is one of my favorites. Again, Bianca, Suri, Io. Top 3. Not a hater. I'm just honest. This is being honest. I can't lie, okay? That's the thing. You have stans who live in a constant state of delusion, right? You have this, I can't do that. I can't be a stan and just lie to myself. You can go find a lot of Io stans online and just lying to themselves. Oh, Io win the Rumble. Like, she's not gonna win the Rumble. Oh, you hate Io. Like, no, I'm telling the truth. Sorry. Not gonna win the Rumble. Want me to lie? You're just being delusional. Oh, she's gonna win the chamber. Like, are you sure about that? Not even the chamber, right? I love Io Sky, but I gotta be honest with you. How can I hate Joshi's when I freaking love? Look at my Twitter, for crying out loud. Look at my Twitter. I hate Joshi's. My freaking Twitter banner has freaking. Well, I changed it recently, but I had Julia in there. Before it was freaking Sai Kamatani. Before that it was freaking Who else is up there? Izumi up there. Like, I love the Joshi scene. Okay, I'm just not gonna lie. That's all. Not gonna lie. Julia. When it comes to Julia, Io, Ai Kamatani, Maya Watani, all these women, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, even if you're a stan, you can get mad. Okay, we Liv Morgan stands, Charlotte Flair stands, Mercedes Moné stands. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, Io Sky may not be on the menu card if she loses clean to Rhea Ripley. I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying that's the case. I'm not saying I would do that. I would put her on the damn card. But Triple H may not. That's all I'm saying. All time? I don't know. I don't have an all-time ranking. I just have a current ranking. And she's number 3. Number 3. In the entire world, you're number 3. Okay? So that's how I think about Io Sky. Love that woman. I agree with your takes, but I would love for you to show Io more respect. She's one of the best in the world. Probably the best to ever come out of Japan. She's athletic as hell. She's special talent. She always never disappoints ever. She always shows up and shows out. She's amazing. She is a great wrestler. Love Io Sky. Love Io Sky. Love Io Shirai. She's amazing. Do you think Io, Bianca, and Rhea Ripley are his top 3 favorites? Rhea's number 1 for sure. That's his daughter. Then probably Bianca. Maybe. And then it's between Charlotte Flair and Io. I think Charlotte Flair is above Io. So it's like Rhea, Bianca, Charlotte Flair, then Io's in there somewhere. Yeah, he loves Charlotte Flair as well. All right, folks. That's a 2-hour stream. Thank you so much for joining me in the stream. Do me a favor, hit like. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Tonight, go watch Megan Bayne against Chris Statlander. That'd be good. TNA will be fun as well in Orlando. And SmackDown will be a good show as well, I'm sure. Hopefully. 3-hour SmackDown. Hopefully it's good. There's no guarantee though. Raw gets all the attention. SmackDown gets the scraps. We'll see. I got thank you so much. Talk to you later.